Pop up, pop up. There it is. There it is. All right, we're on and rolling. What's up, you guys? Nat, go to bed. Luna, go to bed. If you're not feeling good, you should definitely go to bed. Sleep it out. Sleep it out. What's up, Forevermore? What's up? Ignore me. I'm gonna drink my Kofefe. My Kofefe. Do you guys remember that meme? Please tell me you remember that meme. Donald Trump, like, went on to Twitter or something and was, like, talking about coffee, but he misspelled it and spelled it like Kofefe. And then it was, like, a big thing for a while. I think this was in, like, 2017 or something. I think it was in, like, the teens. I don't really know. Please tell me you know about that. Is it just me that remembers that meme? There's been so many Trump memes. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Steven is stealing all my thunder over on TikTok. He took all my fans away. I know, but I can't. My head hurts. Wait, you know, but you can't? You can't what? Oh, you know, but you know you should sleep, but you can't. Your head hurts? Well, that's exactly why you should sleep. What's up, you guys? What's up? Cherry says help. What's the matter, Cherry? What do you need help with? I need help. Edie McGee is stealing my thunder over on TikTok, you guys. He's like getting away with not getting banned every single live, and I'm like, I'm banned for a week, so I can't say anything over there. Fucking sucks. I'm here for the clout, dude. How am I supposed to get clout if I'm banned off of TikTok Live? I'm just kidding. I'm like halfway here for the clout. Orange jacket, hello? Yeah, don't fucking judge me because of the orange jacket, okay? I found this on the side of the road, and I thought it was cute, and I took it home, and I was like, I maybe will use it as a prop, and then it was really, really clean, and so I just put it on. No, I'm just kidding. I washed it first. But I did find it. I did find it. It was outside of my work. It was just sitting there for like 2 days. I was like, hello, is anyone gonna come and get this? And nobody did. It does not match my pants at all, and it does not look good on camera, but that's fine. Emily just did the fattest fart and blamed it on me. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I don't know about that. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Daniel, I'm doing okay. I'm in the car right now. I'm in the process of, I'm in the process of trying to get my OBS studios to work, and it's not working right, and it makes me sad to go live in my house when it isn't working right. So we're outside. Plus, it's fall right now, and it's really, really nice out, and it's like the last little ounce of like nice weather that we're gonna get probably before winter hits. So I'm trying to take advantage of it as best as I can. What are you drinking? Beans. Bean water. It's like water, but it's made out of beans. It's coffee. Good night, Luna. Go to bed. Where am I from? I'm from Oregon. Why do people think that it's appropriate to come into my chat and immediately call me baby? I'm not your baby. I'm probably older than you. You're probably like a 14-year-old kid from fucking the East, Middle East somewhere. Yeah, I'll call you baby cakes, but that's it. It's different when I call you baby cakes because it's just a term. It's a term I use. It's a different type of vibe when I use baby cakes than some random fucking dude comes into my live who is definitely I don't know anything about them. They don't even have a profile picture or anything, and they call me baby. You know? It's got a different babe. It's got a different baby cakes to it, you know? It's got a different ring to it when it's them. Are you fart? Yes, I did fart, and that's why my username is that way. That's not coffee, Annie, that's sewer water. It's green. Is it green? It doesn't look green. Color correction is off then if it looks green to you guys. On my camera, it looks brown. So, works for me. Image, you live in Jackson in the game The Last of Us. Imagine seeing the affected. Yeah! And stuff like that. It does look a tab green. A tab green? It looks like a tab green, Cherry. A tab green. Yeah? You're green. Nailed it, dude. Yeah, alright, whatever, dude. Whatever. Yeah, we are. We're actually in Jackson right now, Eli. It's true. We're just hanging out in the car. No, I'm just kidding. We're in Oregon. Nice work, Greg. I'm glad. Maybe you should hang out and chill out. We might end up playing some music today. I don't really know if I'm gonna do it or not because I'm tired and I'm grumpy and I'm having a really, really fucking bad week this week. But it is what it is, you know? You gotta have the bad ones in order to have the good ones, I guess. Is that really bean water? Why? Because it lures people into the live. I say bean water and everyone loses their fucking minds, you know? But it's really just coffee. I have her language. Wait, I have Ellie's language? It's just because I curse a lot. You want to know the real reason why I curse all the time? It's not because I'm trying to be Ellie. People will come in here and be like, you're just trying to be Ellie. The real reason why I curse all the time is because I'm a line cook. And that's just how we talk. I've been a line cook for like 8 years. And in the back of the house, when you're cooking and, you know, like, I don't know. All right, this is going to sound dumb. I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Bear. The show, The Bear. It's about a bunch of line cooks. And there's a lot of problems with the show that aren't super accurate to what it's actually like being a line cook, but there are a lot of things in that show that are very accurate. And one of the biggest things is the language. We curse all the time. It's every other word. So, did I roast the beans first? It's actually just Folgers, because I can't afford anything nicer. Thank you, Nat. Nat gets it. Nat, I thought you were going to bed, bro. Go to bed. I imagine the game is based off your story as a kid. There's a lot of things about the game that remind me of my childhood. There are a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When I first like learned about The Last of Us and everything like that, it was because people were like, "Oh my God, you look just like Ellie" and everything, and I was like, "All right, whatever." And then eventually, I had a partner who played The Last of Us, and I got to watch like the playthrough and everything. And I was watching this playthrough, and I was like, I hate this so much. This is really creepy. But, you know, it is what it is. I did make a joke at one point that I was going to sue Naughty Dog for stealing my face and like parts of my story. I was like, I'm gonna fuck you guys. At least give me royalties if you're gonna hit me so close to home like that. Please. I used to curse a lot when I was a kid too. It was probably pretty bad, but it was because I grew up in a cult and I was trying really hard to like be cool at school and then also be in the cult outside of school. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things, but Annie, I feel like Annie reviews shows about line cooks and judges the accuracy the same way doctors review Grey's Anatomy. Actually, yeah, I don't actually. Actually, I fall asleep to Gordon Ramsay screaming and yelling at owners and line cooks of places. Like I'll put on like the Gordon Ramsay's like Hotel Hell or like Kitchen Nightmares. Those are my two favorites, are like Kitchen Nightmares and Hotel Hell. And I'll put those on in the background and I'll actually like unironically fall asleep to them. It's kind of like, you know how some people listen to white noise when they go to bed? I listen to Gordon Ramsay screaming. Like unironically. I'm not even kidding. It's true. I haven't done it a whole lot this last year. But I used to way more, and I don't necessarily that much anymore. But I used to a whole lot. It used to be unironically like my white noise that you would fall asleep to. Opinions on broccoli? I fucking hate broccoli. Why am I in the car? It's because I don't want to be in my house right now. My OBS studios is really, really not doing well, and um it's not because it sucks, it's just because I don't really know how to work it very well, and I don't really have the time to figure it out, which is the big problem. I work a lot, and then I also do like live streams, and then I also edit videos, and then I also am working on a film right now. So I run off of about 5 hours of sleep, and if I want to learn how to do something new, I have to find time within that. And it's really, really hard for me to do that. So, Annie, you know how to work it, girl. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I saw Abby's dog. Abby's dog is dead. I killed her. She deserved it, though. Do you prefer sourdough or... Oh! I prefer sourdough. I always almost fall for that one. It's so funny. Every time. And it's every time, too. And it's really funny, too, because I'll go into other people's lives, and I'll actually say that to try to get them to say it. It's fucked up, you guys. It's fucked up. Like, people will come in here and try to troll me. I'll get trolled, and then I'll go into someone else's live, and I'll just troll them instead. It's like a pay it forward type of thing, you know? You gotta do it. It's funny. Nat, go to bed, bro. Also, hi, Nat's mom. You're from Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka? Alan Babb. Alan Babb wants to know if I can read their comment. No, I can't. What is wrong with you, you plastic walrus? I love this shit. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm exhausted. I had a lot of work yesterday. I'll help you with OBS, you little Charmander, you. I want you to help me with OBS, but my issue is I don't really have a whole lot of time to do it. Like, I could probably figure it out on my own, and that would be fine. I would like to have someone, like, kind of hold my hand through it, because it would make the process go faster, than me just trying to figure it out on my own, as that kind of thing often does. But, I really, like, I have literally no fucking time. And I need to make time, and I'm working on it, but it looks like I'm not gonna have any extra time with... or any extra time, like, for, I don't know, the next couple of weeks, at least. So, I don't know. I love how you look like an elf, not in a mean way. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. I get that a lot, actually. Well, Eli, I am your dad now. If you guys follow me, then that makes me your dad now. Guys, okay, so you know how there's that trend going around where you like put in a photo of yourself and it turns you into an AI Resident Evil 4 character? Do you guys know that trend that's going on right now? What's up, Zeva? Well, there's one for The Last of Us too. And I had a couple of people send me, like, DMs that were like, you should try the one that's for The Last of Us. And I was like, alright, fine. So I did my, like, one little free thing in CapCut to see what my AI person would look like in The Last of Us. Bro! I'm gonna fucking post it because you guys should, I think you guys would enjoy it. I think I'm gonna edit it so that it's like The Rest of Us Part 3. Because I really do, unironically, my little AI character looks exactly like fucking Ellie, but older. Like, she looks like a 30-year-old Ellie, and I'm fucking here for it, and it's actually so cool, and it's like, put my shit aside, put me aside, the image is so cool. I think I'm going to post it somewhere, because I feel like it could make it onto like, Pinterest. People would save it on Pinterest and be like, this is so cool. I wish they would make a third The Last of Us game. I know, I'm gonna have to. It's really funny. I also did a Resident Evil one, and I'm gonna probably post that one on my Corcus account, because, I look exactly like John Connor from the Terminator movies. And I did it on, I used a photo where I have short hair, because I wanted to see if it would turn me into John Connor, and it totally did. So, I'm gonna tag one of my friends, specifically, because he thinks that it's just the funniest thing. He always thought that the John Connor shit was really funny, so, I don't know. Steven, block Emily, please, on TikTok. I do not want her there. Why? Why? Emily's great. We love Emily. She farts and then blames it on you. Just like all of you guys do. See you later, Alfie. See you later, Alfie. I'm sorry you didn't find me funny or enjoyable. Just kidding. Oh, Sean says I'm a wannabe. Yeah, I am. I want to be happy. I want to be somebody who can make natural dopamine in their brain, but alas, I am not. So, that's where we are. What's up, Nina? Yeet. Is yeet still a thing? At the end of my live, I ended up with the most clippable moment with Cherry. Well, I hope you clip it and post it, because I would love to see it. I would. It's sad that they cut off Ellie's mom out of the game, but the HBO movie on Amazon has that scene that's so frustrated? Fraustated? Yes. Yes. You are the type of girl that says, don't judge me with my pass every time. Huh? What does that even mean? Yes, McGee is a mod. No, it's because I seriously don't want my friends finding my other account because I don't want them knowing. Oh, all right, okay. Okay, all right, fine, Katie, fine. This is true, Sean. I do. I want to be the very best, which is why I'm here. I'm here to prove to you that I am the very best. I'm sorry that you had to touch raw meat, Carynne. That's kind of gross. What is bean water? It's, this. It's made out of beans, and cow juice. It's true. The Last of Us Part 3 spoilers. Annie finds Dina, and they do big smoochy kiss kiss. Joel comes back to life, and they all live a wonderful life in Jackson. Also, Abby becomes a raging lesbian. Yes, I agree with Nat. That's the Rest of Us Part 3. It's true. You live in this car? I live in your mom's car, but yeah. This is your mom's car, actually. She's actually right over there. She says, hey, and you should call her. Yeah. 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 No, that's your kid. You didn't know about the Karma Bandit account? Karma Bandit? Your mom didn't even know about your account. No, don't call him right now. No, just give it like a second. She's gonna wait to call you. The best at what? What do you mean the best at what? The best at being a jerk to you, Sean. That's about it. I'm not here trying to be the best. I'm really not. I know that you're kind of like, you kind of like came onto the live and you don't understand sarcasm, and that's okay, because I know a lot of people in here don't understand sarcasm, but, I'm just vibing, bro. I'm just vibing. That's it. We're just hanging out. Sean, if you didn't know, I cosplay Ellie Williams over on my TikTok, and that's why I have a bunch of people here. It's because I kind of made a weird following with it, and I used to go, I do sometimes go live as Ellie and everything, and we donate the funds that I make off of TikTok to charity. So if you actually, actually, Sean, if you don't appreciate my lives, then it means you're homophobic. Actually, I'm just kidding. Happy Friday. God, I wish it was my Friday. Do you know how to play Joel's sad song? I do. I know how to play, my own versions of all of these different songs from The Last of Us, but I never actually, like, learned the way that they play it in the game. I just kind of figured out how to play it myself, so that's why they're not, like, exactly game identical, which is why we kind of started our own universe. The rest of us, because people were getting all pissed off at me because I don't have the same tattoo and I don't have, you know, the exact same hair part or whatever, and I was like, this is kind of fucked up. Like, you don't need to look exactly like the damn character. She's a bunch of pixels, you know? So I decided to create, you know, my own universe, and I became Millennial Ellie from, I don't know, Millennial Ellie from The Rest of Us, and it was funny. And people like it because they like being able to, not have to fit into this fucking box where you have to spend all this damn money and you have to look the exact same way as a character, you know? Like, it's cool to look like a character, but you gotta have your own take on it, otherwise it's boring, you know? I feel like cosplay in general, like, you have to kind of put your own spin on it. It's supposed to be your own, you know? Yeah, the POV acting. She's gonna be chatting with all our moms. Oh, you didn't know about that account? Exactly. I don't think your moms know about any of these accounts, you guys. What? What? Oh, my laptop is now apparently verifying Lightroom Classic for some reason. Right now, in this specific moment. Nat, go to bed, dude! I'm a gay man. I don't talk to my mom. LOL. Oh, L, I'm sorry, dude. Welcome though, because this is a place for you. If you feel like you've been ostracized by your family, by your friends, by anybody, or you're not out of the closet yet, like if you're LGBT and you're feeling like, you know, the world is kind of against you in a way, it kind of is. And you're welcome here. Um, and I've also been through my fair share of bullshit when it comes to homophobia. And I think most people in this chat have had their own stories. I think someday it would be kind of fun to have like a storytelling day, you know, where everyone just kind of shares their like worst homophobic stories, you know? I think it'd be kind of therapeutic for everyone. But I don't know. Oh my fucking god, I went to an outside water park, lathered myself in sun cream, and got burnt as fuck. Yeah, Katie, that's because you're white. That's what happens. Hello, Grandpa. Hello, Rachel. Dylan wants to know how I am. I'm doing great, Dylan. I was doing pretty terrible, but now that you're here, I'm doing way better. Do you want some bean water? I spit in it. You could make bad decisions, and it's not a big deal for me. We can start again. Ahmet? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I don't like your vibes. You're fucking weird. The world is not against you. The world literally is against you if you are a queer person. It literally is. It's just objectively not true. What you're saying is just objectively not true. So, I don't know what to tell you. You're a vibe, Andrew. All right, Edie McGee, all right. Alejandro wants a shout out. Alejandro Gonzalez. You cannot have a shout out, no. Okay, I want to know why people come into my chat without knowing me at all, and they just want a shout out, and that's it. Like, bro, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do something for me first. Do something for me first. It's all in your head. Get a life. I mean, everything is fake. Yes, nothing is real, Brody. But I'm assuming you're talking about how the world is against LGBT people, and that just is true. Like, look at how other countries treat gay people. Like, they literally throw them off of buildings, bro. The world is against you if you are queer. I'm, like, not allowed to travel to a lot of different places because I am queer. Like, I'm just not allowed. They'll kill me if I go over there. Like, literally. Like, I'm not talking about just the United States. I'm not talking about the United States. I'm talking about the world. The world is against you if you are LGBT. And that is just the truth. Like, it's just the truth. If you disagree, then you're just wrong. You're just wrong. So, and if you do disagree, even though you can't figure out basic facts, you're just so hell-bent on it, then you're gonna get banned from my account because I don't want you here. And I am God here, so. I know, we are at almost 200 people. It's probably because I'm pissing off all of the Republicans, that's why. Jesus doesn't hate gays, he loves them. Exactly. Thank you, Jesse Pinkman. Jesse Pinkman's spitting mad facts over here. It's true. It's true. What's your name? I don't know. Whatever your mom's last name is, that's my last name. What is a woman? I'm just asking. Don't hate. It's honestly, it's anyone who identifies as a woman. Like, that's the basic answer for you. But it depends on if you're talking about, like, a biological woman or not a biological woman. At the end of the day, a trans woman is still a woman. It's like saying a Honda Civic isn't a car because it's a sedan, you know? And it's like, well, a sedan is a car. So, like, just because you stick trans in front of it doesn't mean that doesn't make them a woman, you know? It still makes them a woman. It's just, one is a biological woman, one is a trans woman, and then you have people in between who are raised women, and that's who they are. I don't know, dude. Who the fuck cares? Honestly, like, I want to know why everyone is so obsessed with, like, what's in everybody else's pants. Like, do you guys really think about that kind of shit, like, often? Because I meet people every day, and I can't say that the first thing that comes into my brain is, I wonder what kind of genitals that person has. I just think it's, like, an interesting thing that so many people are caught up in it, and it's weird. It's definitely weird, for sure. Jesus isn't gay. I agree. If you go off of just the what it says in the Bible, Jesus is actually asexual, which makes him part of the LGBT community. So, I'm just saying, like, if he's aromantic, asexual, then that means he's part of the LGBT community. So, I don't know. Stay mad. Stay mad, you guys. Stay mad. It's true. Yeah, every time I start talking about this stuff, we get an influx of a bunch of crazy people that are all calling me crazy, which is funny because none of them none of them have the guts to actually like show themselves. They all hide behind their own profile pictures. It's pretty funny, honestly. It's pretty funny. Why are you drinking bean water? Because I like it. And it also lures people into the live because they go, what the hell is bean water? And then they're also like, oh my gosh, look, it's gross. What is she drinking out of the mason jar? Is that the bean water? Oh my god. And then I'm like, it's just coffee. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. Jesse, are you Jesse Pinkman from, are you actually Jesse Pinkman from the Breaking Bad series? You're my favorite character, bro. I'm so sorry about Jane. These people disgust me. Yeah, these people disgust me too. It's okay though. It's okay though. We weed out the bad ones and we end up with the good ones. It's true. That's how it works. Bean water? Yes, bean water. Bean water. Bean juice? Yeah, bean juice, bean juice, bean juice, and then bean juice comes out. It's like Beetlejuice, but it's bean juice instead. Wait, Jesus is LGBT plus? Wow, I only thought he supported them. Can you tell me what chapter it says that in? It doesn't say that in any chapter. It's also which book, not chapter. The Bible doesn't really have chapters, it has books. And those books have chapters. But if you go based off of the like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, what it says about him in there, it says that he didn't come to have any like romantic or like sexual relationships with anybody, and so he didn't. And if that is true, and he didn't, and he had no desire to have any sexual relationships or romantic relationships with anyone, then that would make him asexual and aromantic, which makes him part of the LGBT community, technically. So, I don't make the rules, bro. It's just true. If anyone can have faith in a person no one has ever seen, then my faith in Jesus being gay is just as valid, Katie. Exactly. Thank you, Edie McGee. I agree with that. I don't think he's gay because he never had any romantic relationships with anybody. I think he's asexual. If it's true what they say, then he's asexual and aromantic, which still makes him part of the LGBT community. So, it's sorry. Sorry you're so mad. Were you in the park yesterday? I was in the park yesterday, and I am not in the park today. I'm actually in the back of a church right now. Are you telling me that LGBT people did not exist back when Jesus was alive? Because that's not true. That's actually just like objectively not true. Do you remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Like, they talk about it in the Old Testament, bro. That was like before Jesus. Oh my god, you people are actual fucking, like, you guys actually are smooth-brained. Some of the people in this chat are actually smooth-brained, and I'm I'm laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, bro. One's mind is one's perspective. Exactly. Thank you, Game Hunter. Thank you. You know what, Game Hunter? You're my favorite today. That's it. That's it! What's your opinion on this? On what? Wait, what? What do I identify as? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's my gender, or like, what's my sexuality? I don't really think I fit into like a clear box. And I think that that's okay. So I don't usually like to label myself as a whole lot. But if I was gonna label myself, I think the closest things that I would label myself with are probably asexual homoromantic. But I don't really talk about that because it just makes people pissed off and it gets them really confused. So I just tell people that I'm gay. It's easier that way. Because it breaks your guys' brains. When I say that I am homo-romantic but asexual, it, like, breaks people's brains. Which is really, really funny to me. But go off. So I just tell them that I'm gay, and then they go, what? You can't be gay? That's horrible! It's still worse! And then I'm like, alright. Well, yeah, they don't have any desire to learn about it either. Like, it's funny because it's the same thing, like, I feel like it's the same way that I feel about, like, football, you know? They know all these things about football, and they do their little, like, you know, like, little fantasy league football things and everything, and they know everybody on the football teams, on every different football team and stuff like that. But then, they get pissed off, when somebody says something that they don't understand, you know? Even though they say stuff that we don't understand all the time, but we just don't really say anything because it's like, oh, well, it's just football, you know? Who cares? I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. They don't have a desire to learn about us, but we have examined the straight community this whole time. Exactly. Like, they're so obsessed with us, but they don't actually want to, like, learn about it. They just want to make a bunch of rules and stuff that aren't true. They want to make up a bunch of lies. It's exactly what the fascists did. Crazy. Just saying. Just saying. Ito, get the fuck out of my live. You're creepy and weird. Honestly, I hate you. I just have to say it because it's funny. LOL, I'm out. Insane. Alright, see you later, Peter. It's a damn shame, too, because Peter is one of my favorite names. Peter is one of my favorite boy names of all time. It's a shame. I thought we were going to get along, Pete. Peter sounds like a dad. He sounds like your dad. I don't know. Edie McGee says, damn, I'm a Peter at heart. Yes, you are, Edie McGee. You'll always be a Peter to me. A little Peter. Did you guys know that Perkins... Okay, so my last name is Perkins. And, my last name is Perkins. And Perkins literally translates to, son of Peter. Or little Peter. And so, I used to get made fun of in my church sometimes because people would call me Little Peter. It was a inappropriate Christian joke. That was an inappropriate Christian joke for anyone who... It's very niche. It's very niche, but some of you might get it. Loving Dean gets it. Loving Dean, the God machine, gets it. You get it. Oh my god. Peter, what's up, Peter? Peter, you are my favorite, bro. This is the best. What's up, Peter? Peter says, random coming onto this channel, and the first thing I hear is Peter is my favorite name. YouTube algorithm is taking it to the next level. I'm sorry, Peter. That must have been kind of freaky for you. I'm not gonna lie. Has winter kicked in there yet? It has kind of kicked in, but not really. Not nearly as much as it used to. It used to be like winter right now. But it is, we're still like kind of in like a weird summer. I don't know. I wish that it wasn't so fucking hot here all the time. We're actually in a drought. We're actually in like a perpetual drought here in Oregon. I notice the people who don't like religion or slander it only just have had bad experiences with religion. It's sad though, because then they feel like it's okay to disrespect people's beliefs. I mean, okay, so here's the thing about that. I have had terrible experiences with religion in more ways than one. I grew up in a Christian fundamentalist cult. The religion itself makes no fucking sense. Like, if you read the book, it just doesn't make any sense. And that, I think, is why people get so pissed off, because you guys haven't read the book in a brain and like a mindset of maybe this isn't true. You guys always go into it thinking this is definitely true. You never go into it thinking to yourself, maybe this isn't true. And I think that's the problem. It was really fucking hard for me to leave the religion and come to terms with the fact that I was no longer a Christian. It took me a while, and I was very angry at the church, and I was very angry at the fictional God that I believed in for so long. And now that I'm a little bit more past that, I am really happy that I'm out of the religion, and I don't have a problem with people who believe what they want to believe, but I do have a problem with pushing it on others, and I do have a huge problem with voting for things that will get people killed, or doing things that will get people killed or hurt under the guise of religion. And I think the big problem is reading the Bible, going into it being like, this is definitely true, instead of going into it going, this is a book that I believe, but it might not be true, because there's no way that I would know that information. You don't know if there is a God. You don't know. Just like I don't know either, you know? So I think the problem is that, like, because of so many religious teachings and religious ways of speaking, and because of so many different things revolving around religion, I have my rights stripped away. I end up getting like I personally, and also other LGBT people, have problems in their day-to-day world because of people who are religious using that and skewing it to go against that kind of thing. So I'm just saying, like, you have got to take a step back and go, well, am I actually damaging somebody by saying, well, I don't hate you, I just hate your lifestyle? Because that is damaging. It is damaging to say that. And I think most religious people wouldn't think of that as damaging. But I think most LGBT people would say that that's damaging. And I think the people that are having the damage inflicted on them probably matter a little bit more, and their ideas probably matter a little bit more than the people who are like, well, I'm not damaging you. It's like the Gabby Hanna when she's like, I'm just saying a fact. You're just fat. You're fat. You're ugly. I think you're fat. I think you're ugly. But it's just a fact. I'm not bullying you. I'm not bullying you. I just think you're fat and ugly. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about? That's how it feels. And if you guys have a problem with, like, queer people, how about don't fucking say it to them? How about you just take it up with your own fucking God, you know? How about you just take it up with your God? Why do you have to, like, let them know? Why do you have to, like, let them know that you don't appreciate them and that you don't like them and you think that they're disgusting? You know? We've got so many grumpy people in the chat. Don't have a problem with Queen? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm triggered right now? Look at how fast my chat is going. This is how I this is how I get my views, you guys. This is how I'm gonna start getting my views. This is how I'm gonna get monetized on this channel. Can you say hi, Luna? I can, yeah. Hi, Luna. What do I think about Islam? I don't really know a whole lot about Islam because I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian cult. I do think that Islam is damaging, though. I think that Christianity is damaging. I think that Islam is damaging. I think that most religion is damaging. However, I cannot do anything about that, and I will respect your belief to follow those religions as best as I can until it harms me. Like, your right to swing your fist ends at the tip of my nose. You know? You hate to curse God, you creator? Huh? What are you saying? Alright, you guys, if you're gonna comment something, make it make sense. Otherwise, I'm not gonna fucking know what you're trying to say. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, if you have something to say, then say it with your chest, but actually, like, type it out right so that I can actually understand what you're trying to say. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to respond to you. That's all I gotta say. What am I drinking? I'm drinking your mom's bean water. It's coffee. It's my birthday. Can you sing happy birthday? No, I already did a bunch for you. Smells like frankincense and fragility. Yeah, in the chat? Yeah, it is. It is. Frankincense and fragility. Who is the person you trust the most? Probably your mom. We as humans need comfort. Yeah, and I know that a lot of people find comfort in religion. My mom is one of them. My mom is a huge advocate for religion and everything, but my mom also inflicted a lot of abuse on me because of the religion. But the way that she views religion is that it's a comforting thing. She always has a friend there. She always has a higher power. She's going to go to heaven and this isn't it, you know? And that's very, very comforting for her. But for me, that's like a life sentence. Like, I like to believe that when I die, I will just cease to exist. I find that extremely comforting. So, how's van life going? I'm not really living in the van. But I love how, like, that's the thing. I've gotten that a comment a little bit. People don't want to listen to me because I'm sitting in a car. I think that's a really interesting reason to not want to listen to someone when they're spitting mad facts. But go off. When I die, I want to be a wandering spirit of eternal sleep. What does that fucking mean? What the hell does that mean? That's a good question. Do you think the United States is going forward or going backwards in acceptance of the LGBT community? That's a good question, and I might piss off some people in my chat by saying this. People that follow me because they're gay and because they're queer. I might piss you guys off a little bit when I say this, but I think as a country and as a community and as a nation, we are going forward in LGBT acceptance. I do. I do. Yes, we take backward steps, but it's kind of like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of situation, you know? You're still taking those steps forward, even though you're taking steps back. You're still moving forward. It's just, you go back and forth, and you go, like, does that make sense? Like, I mean, okay, so here's why I believe that. I grew up in the 2000s and in the 2010s, and gay marriage wasn't even legal until like 2015, I think, or 2016. It was when I was about to graduate high school. And now it's legal, and now we're pretty much past the gay issue completely. Most people don't have a problem with like gay people. They have a problem with trans people now. When I was a kid, being trans was a thing, but it was not as big of a thing as it is now. Like, it was, the big issue was gay people. And now the big issue is trans people. And then I think, you know, give it another few years and you're gonna end up with a new demographic of people in the LGBT community to hate, you know? But either way, we're still making progress forwards. D, get the fuck out of my chat. There's kids in my goddamn chat. I don't know why you have to be fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Read a Bible. I've read my Bible cover to cover, like, probably twice. That's why I'm not religious. What's up, Hades Ryder? Welcome. What is it that you believe in? Your mom. How do I tell my mom that I'm bisexual? Well, can you do it in a way that's, like, safe? I think the issue that people have is that they think they need to come out, because so many people in the gay community will tell them that they need to come out. If you can do it in a way that's safe and you have a place to fall back on, then do it. If you have people in your life that are going to be kind to you about it, then, yes, come out. If you can do it in a safe way, then yes. But, oh, Loving Dean needs to put this in it, needs to be put in a timeout over here too then. Yeah, so if you guys come into my live and you get banned for whatever reason off of your account, and then you come back on a different account and try to say something about how you got banned on your previous account, you're gonna get banned on your second account too. That's just like the way it is. So, I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Have you tried calculating the creation story in a different way? Yeah, I have. I don't know what you want from me though. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, like, if you can come out and you're safe about it, then do it. If you feel like you're going to be in an abusive situation, if you come out, or you're going to get kicked out of your house or whatever like that, especially if you're a kid, there's a reason why 40% of the homeless population, when they're minors, are LGBT. It's because they come out to their parents and then they get kicked out. And you guys have got to be careful. That's why we donate a bunch of money to the Trevor Project. What's in the jar? What's in the jar? What's in the fucking jar? It's bean water. It's bean water. I do think you should come out though, because it is really nice. It was really hard for me coming out of the closet. You come out of the closet and then you're out for a little while, and then people will fucking lose their minds, and it's a lot of people that don't understand you, and you'll end up having to drop a lot of people out of your lives, but it is, at the end of the day, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off and rubbing alcohol on a wound that needed it really bad. It hurts, it sucks, but yeah. Can't you just keep it a secret and don't become homeless? You are still gay and don't risk it. Fool 27, you're kind of right, but it depends on the situation. There's so many different situations. Keeping it a secret is really fucking hard. It's not easy, and a lot of people just know. A lot of people just know that you're gay. Like, people knew that I was gay before I came out as gay. And I still had people in my life that didn't know and would give me shit about it when I did come out. But, like, it's not as easy as just keeping it quiet. Like, if you're a young kid, if you're like a teenager and you're worried about coming out to your parents, understand that it's their problem. If they have a problem with you for being gay, then that's on them. However, you are still a minor, and they still can do pretty much whatever the fuck they want to do about it. If they want to, like, kick you out of the house, they can do that. If they want to, you know, put you in a room and lock the door forever, then they can do that. And that's horrible, but it is the truth of the situation. So, first and foremost is your physical safety. Second is your emotional safety. As sad as that is. Like, but at the end of the day, like, one, you're going to be alive. The second one, you're not going to be alive for, you know? So, I don't know. Just wait until you're 18 if you feel like it's going to be like an unsafe situation. Or, like, have a friend. I had, like, a friend when I was in high school who thought that his mom was going to be really, really pissed off about him being gay, and ended up finding a different place to stay at like 16 years old with one of his friends. And he, you know, stayed on the couch, figured out that he was going to move into this place, came out to his mom, and like he thought, his mom freaked the fuck out, told him to get out of the house. But because he had set this thing up, he was able to have a roof over his head. He wasn't just kicked out on the street. So, and then sometimes, you know, you'll get lucky. Like, I came out to my mom when I was in my 20s, like my early 20s, and she said, yep, your dad and I placed bets on you when you were 9. And it was really nice. Like, I mean, she definitely said some things that were not super nice, because she was learning about it. But you gotta give people some grace, because, you know, as you can see, there were a lot of people in this chat earlier who didn't understand what it meant to be queer. Lots of people don't understand what it's like to be queer because they are not queer, or maybe they are a little bit queer, but it's enough that they can kind of like shove it deep down into their being and they don't have to worry about it. And so they internalize that and go, yeah, well, if I'm a little bit queer and have these little queer thoughts, then that must be what every other queer person feels. And so they just need to shove that deep down. And if I can do that, then they can too. And I don't see why they can't. My mom is a good example. She told me about, some attraction that she had to women. And she was like, but I would never act on that. I can't, not with like my religion and everything. So I just choose to, be with men. And I'm like, Mom, you're bi. And she's like, no, I'm not bisexual. I'm not bisexual. And I'm like, yes, you are. You just told me you have attraction to both genders. Like, that's the fucking mom. Like, like, it's fucking crazy. So just, be smart about it. Be safe about it. That's all I gotta say. It really is. So was she unintentionally offensive? Yes. So intent really matters. Intent really matters. Like, understand where people are coming from. Lots of times people will be like, I've had people come up to me and say like, wait, you're gay? You don't look like a gay person. And that can come off really, really offensive. They didn't mean it to be offensive. That's a good opportunity for you to go, well, what does a gay person look like to you? In equally a kind way. Because they don't, you don't need to go off on them. You don't need to like piss them off and make them, not want to listen to you at all. But seriously, like, intent really matters. If people are coming at you and giving you shit just because you're gay, then that's one thing. You can give them shit right back. But if they're coming at you with like legitimate questions and just ignorance, that's a different story. Thank you, Vineo. Can I look at your watch? Lisa always wants to look at my watch. Yeah, sure. Here's my watch. Watch my watch. I don't know. Oh my god. Wait, what? What? You look gay? Yeah, lots of people don't think that I do, though. Lots of people don't think that I do, though. You live in your van now. No, I'm just doing the live from my car. I like doing lives from my car. It's nice. It's kind of like a liminal space, I find my car very, I don't know, it's like my own space. I don't have to worry about other people, and I don't know. I lived in my car for a little while when I was homeless. I got kicked out when I was 18, and I lived in my car for about 3 months. Is the crystal on your neck obsidian? No, it's just something random. I don't know. I found this rock when I was a kid. I used to see fairies through it, and I still can. See? There you all are. Am I a stud? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is that? There is something I hate and have noticed for me personally in gay men that's hard to find someone who wants to have a serious relationship. Just a lot of... Yeah, I get it, Elle, I get it. But, I also want to say that there are, I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I am not a gay man myself and don't really know a whole lot about gay men. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Modern Family, but there's a scene in one of the episodes of Modern Family where the two gay men are trying to talk about a lesbian couple, and they're like, we're like the Venn diagram that like never meets, like we're both gay, but one of us is attracted to women, and the women are attracted to women, and then the men are attracted to men, and so we just kind of like clash, I don't know, like, and then they have like the two circles that like never quite go, like this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but yeah, I do. Jonathan says, LOL, that can be really offensive, but well said, intention should be considered. Exactly. Like, there are a lot of things that I used to say when I was a kid, Mike, don't be fucking disgusting. Somebody ban Mike. I'm putting you in a timeout. You need to have a timeout. All right, I want you guys to remember really quick that just because we're talking about gay topics does not give you the right to be fucking disgusting and to talk about like sex, like sexual things. Like you can talk about basic sex. You cannot talk about crazy fucking sex with like in like graphic detail, okay? I want to be very clear here. We do have kids watching. Don't be fucking disgusting. I'm serious. There are a lot of queer kids here that just need somebody to be here as a queer adult to kind of show them that it's okay to be queer and what it means to be queer and what it means to maybe not fit into an exact box. That does not give you the right to talk about disgusting parts of the sexual nature. Just don't be fucking gross. Don't be, yeah, exactly. Don't be horrific. It's just inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Nobody's watching. Do you see the chat, Mick? Do you see the chat? There are 95 people in here. 95 people are watching me right now, and the chat is going. But go off, Mick. Go off. Are straight people allowed to be here? Of course straight people are allowed to be here. I'm just saying, like, you're probably going to find it pretty boring, though. That's the problem. Most straight people find my lives to be a little bit more boring. Because they're not in it. They're not in it. Mick, you're still here, aren't you? You're still commenting. You're still here. I'm just saying, bro. Well, just because you're not straight doesn't mean I find you boring as a person. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. I don't find you boring either. Brad, like I just said, there are minors in the chat, and we are just talking about basic queer issues. We are not talking about sex. We're talking about queer issues. This is what, see, this is the problem. This is why so many people think that queer people are just a bunch of like disgusting sex crazed like, you know, young people praying, you know, gross people, is because straight people will come in, make it fucking disgusting, and then we get shit on for it. I'm sorry that you feel the need to like fetishize every fucking queer person ever, but that's not my problem. That is your problem. And you need to take it into a different chat. And Mick is still here. I find sports boring, though sorry for the straight community. I prefer watching drag. Yeah, see, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. And it's okay to like sports, too. I don't like sports very much, but it is okay to like sports. Annie, how the hell do you handle period cramps? Oh my god, Carynne. I'm actually going through some pretty bad ones right now. But, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. I'm sorry about that. One of the things that I did growing up that was kind of helpful is we couldn't afford, like, a nice heating pad. And so sometimes I would fill a sock with rice, and I would heat that up in the microwave for about a minute, or 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your microwave. And it'll warm up that sock, and then you can kind of put it on whatever hurts, and it can help you a little bit. Also, ibuprofen is huge, and if you use, I think it's ibuprofen and also Tylenol, and you just like swap those out, then you should be good. So I can't remember the exact thing, so don't quote me on this, please. Go and look it up for yourself, because it is just a quick Google search. So please just Google it before you just take my advice. Please, please, please. But you can take ibuprofen, like a half dose, I think, or something like that of ibuprofen, and then you will, after like a couple of hours, you take some Tylenol, and after a couple of hours you take some ibuprofen, and then after a couple of hours you take some Tylenol. You do like both. I don't know. I just kind of, I'm sorry that I'm not a doctor though, so please go and Google that before you just do it, please, because you can really hurt yourself by taking too many pain meds, and especially when it comes to Tylenol, you can end up getting stomach ulcers if you don't do it right. So please go and look it up. But that's a really good, they do that for a lot of people who undergo surgeries and can't be on any kind of like crazy pain meds. So How do I feel about femboys? I think they're fine. They're not hurting anybody, right? I don't see the issue. Do you agree with gay pride rallies that show puppy play or BDSM to children? Genuine question. I don't. I have a problem with that. I do. I think that it's something that, you know, can happen. I think that it's important to portray your rally or your pride event as either being children friendly or not children friendly. And if it's a child friendly, you know, rally or something like that, then the people who come in like BDSM stuff are just, I just don't agree with it. I think that it's ridiculous. I do think that like that part of the community is an important one, but not for kids, because at the end of the day, you can talk about queer issues, but that doesn't mean you need to talk about everything queer. It's the same thing as being straight. Like, just because you're, you know, kissing your husband, you know, you're a wife and you're kissing your husband in front of your kids, that doesn't mean they need to watch you, you know, do the nasty. It's just weird to me. So, child and gay shouldn't be in the same sentence. Honest Abe, go to fucking hell. Children are gay sometimes. That's just how it is. So, and if you have a problem with that, then you should definitely leave. There are children that are gay. So, I do think bringing like BDSM and stuff like that to a rally is just, to a rally where you know that there are going to be kids, is just like dumb. And I also think that bringing your kids to a rally that doesn't state that it's for kids, that's dumb too. I think that it's a give and take. You got to be careful. You just got to be careful. It's true. Like, I was told at about 16 years old, I confided in one of my youth leaders in church, and I was like, everyone else, all my other friends were like dating and stuff, and I confided in my youth leader, and I was like, I'm having like same-sex attraction to people, and I don't know what to do. And she told me that I was too young to be making those decisions, and that it would go away if I prayed about it, which is something that I was already doing. Everyone else at that time was dating and was totally allowed to be dating and everything at 16. But for some reason, because it was a same-sex attraction situation, I wasn't allowed to make those calls. And I think that that's extremely damaging to people. To tell them that if you're gay, you're not allowed to be because you're a teenager, I think that's fucking ridiculous. I do. I mean, I know people that have had boyfriends since they were in middle school, you know? Like, I don't know. The perpetual victim class. What, cis straight men? Yeah, I know. I feel like the trans community has helped LGBT people a lot. I don't think people know how far back the trans community goes. It's true. It's true. I think that it's important for you guys to, to look up your queer history and learn, like, the basics about it. Michael, get off my live if you don't like it, bro. It's literally as simple as scrolling. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, Dean. Thanks, Zeva. The amount of relationships I've had to hide from my grandma because they weren't girls is crazy. Yeah, see, it happens. And it's really dangerous, because if somebody like that who is homophobic and is the superpower in your life finds out that you are queer in a way that's not you telling them, they can be even more upset that way, you know, and it can be really, really dangerous. It's not as easy as just not being gay, if that makes sense. Do you think lesbians get less weird looks than gay guys? I do. I think that gay men have it really, really bad. They have it worse in at least this country, and at least from what I've seen, I think that gay men end up getting it worse, and they get a little more homophobia aimed at them than the lesbian community. And I think that that is in part due to the fetishization of lesbians and lesbian women. So... I'm bringing you so much happiness right now. Well, thank you. I'm glad. That's a good change from a lot of the people in here. Oh, Dean, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's not okay. That's not okay. Nobody should ever have to worry about having something like that happen to them. Ever. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen to anybody. Annie, give Dean and the internet a high five. Wait, why? High five. High five, Dean, for getting through it, bro. If it makes you feel any better, I have also been abused by men. I don't think that's gonna make you feel any better, but maybe it'll make you feel a little less alone. I was abused by several people, and it really fucking sucks. And I can say that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. You shouldn't be abusing people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And it is really, really damaging to the LGBT community when something like that happens. And it comes from somebody who is queer. It is damaging. It sucks. You look like Ellie from The Last of Us. Yeah, lots of people think that. It's true. I am. I am Ellie from The Last of Us, except I'm not. I'm Ellie Williams from The Rest of Us. It's true. My mind repressed the memory till I was about 19 and was very hard dealing with it alone. I never went to therapy or anything. But it did open me up to my perspective and empathy. Yeah, I had a similar thing happen. I had something horrible happen to me when I was about 5 years old, and I repressed that memory until one day I was on the bus and a song played on my earbuds I had stuff on shuffle, or it was on Pandora or something, and a song played, and it brought back a bunch of memories that I didn't even know that I had. And I had a panic attack or some sort of attack, like on the bus, and I had to get off. It was really, really hard. And I went home just like sobbing, and then I went to therapy about it, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it was a bad dream that I had. I just don't know. Things are adding up, but some things aren't adding up. It was really, really, really difficult for me to come to terms with. And I didn't really believe that kind of thing could happen. I didn't really believe that you could repress memories like that. But I think it makes sense. My therapist put it in a way that I think is really genius. She said that when you are a kid, you have one filing cabinet. As you grow, you start getting more and more filing cabinets and more different files for different things that happen to you in your life. When you're a kid, you only have the one filing cabinet. And if you only have the one filing cabinet and you have something happen to you that doesn't fit into any of those files, it's just going to end up strewn about on the floor, and it's going to get lost. And so once you finally go through all of that, when you're an adult, you find it again and you go, oh my God, I know the exact file to put this in. And you just kind of like break down because you found the file that it's supposed to go in. And you realize that it's not a good file that it's supposed to go in. So people in my chat are fucking disgusting. Not all of you, but a lot of you. A lot of you are actual pieces of shit. I'm glad you're here anyway, though, because you're boosting me in the algorithm. So when I was a kid, I would go to therapy. It was really hard to tell my therapist, hey, I'm gay, because I was scared that my mom was listening behind the door, or that my therapist would out me. Yeah, that's one of the things you got to be on top of when you're a minor, is that your therapist can tell your parents stuff. So I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it, and I'm not going to get into it right now. They're everywhere, not just in the chat, trust. Oh, I know. I know they're everywhere. I've been on the internet a long time. I've been on the internet probably since I was like 10. And I've been like showing my face on the internet since I was probably like about 12. Maybe even earlier. I was not safe online for probably longer than I should have been. So it's true. All right, you guys, I'm gonna be on for probably another like 5 minutes or so. So you joined YouTube when I was 3. Yeah, yeah. Some of you guys are in the chat, and you guys are a bunch of kids. Stop being gay. I'll get right on that. Because this random guy who I honestly don't really know how to say your name, so I'm sorry that I can't say your name, but this guy doesn't want me to be gay, so I think I'm gonna just stop being gay. I hope that's okay with you guys, that I just stop being gay. What do you think, you guys? Should I just stop being gay? Do you guys want me to be gay, or do you guys not want me to be gay? I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, because this guy is making a really good point, telling me that they want me to not be gay. Oh, you guys want me to be gay? Oh, well, shit. See, now I got a bunch of people telling me that I should be gay. What am I supposed to do? Oh no, what am I supposed to do? Maybe I'll start a poll. Should I stay gay or should I stop being gay? I'll start a poll. How about that? We'll do a poll. Should I stop being gay? Should I stop being gay? Here. Let's start the poll. Don't forget to look at the poll, you guys. Don't forget to look at the poll. Answer the poll. Should I stop being gay or should I be gayer? Oh, man. This is a nail biter. This is a nail biter. It's a nail biter, you guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This should have a nice positive reaction. Yeah. It'll be funny. It'll prove my point. It'll prove my point that we got a bunch of imbeciles in my chat that don't understand how being gay works. Or they're just trolling. Or both. Kind of both. This is such a chill live with absolutely no controversial topics. Exactly, Edie Mickey. It's funny how it just kind of happens. It just kind of happens. I think it's partially my fault because I don't really know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I'll actually, like, talk about this kind of stuff today, and then other days I just don't have the juice for it. But today I think I have the juice for it, and I think that I did alright. It's alright. Some of my points could have probably been, stated a little bit better and explained a little better, but I think that's just what you kind of get when I go live, you know? And your outfit reminds me of a pumpkin. Thanks, Carynne. Also, what's up, Amy? I do have about 5 minutes left. Yep. About 5 minutes left. Well, I can't tell someone to just stop being what they are because I, like, couldn't just stop being straight. Sometimes being straight sucks because straight women just make me lose hope. Dude, honestly, mood. I have had so many people, use me as a lesbian because I'm their token lesbian. And, you know, I've had people just, you know, get drunk or whatever and then just almost sexualize me in this way that's like, oh, well, you're a lesbian, so you must think that I'm attractive and you must be attracted to me. And it's really uncomfortable. I remember when I first came out, I got invited out with a bunch of my coworkers and friends, and I went out with them and they all got drunk, and I don't drink, so I was like pretty much the only sober one, and they were you know, dancing up on me, and they were just being really inappropriate. One of them like took their shirt off, and it was just like a lot for me to deal with because I knew that it wasn't because it was because they were drunk and they knew they had a lesbian there, if that makes sense. And I was the token lesbian, and it really sucked being the token lesbian and realizing that they didn't have me there because they liked me as a person. They had me there so that they could feel wanted by somebody who is attracted to women. Does that make sense? It was uncomfortable, and I didn't appreciate it, and I felt used. And I can only imagine that that's what a lot of straight guys feel sometimes when women do that to them. Because I know that women don't just do that with lesbians. Lots of women don't just do that with lesbians. It's true, yes. So many straight groups use gay people as a joke or for validation. Yeah, and I know that people do that with gay men too. And it just kind of, it rubs me the wrong way and it makes me sad. It just kind of sucks. Can you say Alicia, 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 Alicia? Thank you, Edie McGee, for giving me a chance to talk again. I appreciate that. Just wish more people who believe different things could get along. Yeah, I do too. But when people come into my chat swinging, like, I will swing back. And then people have a problem with it and tell me that I'm triggered, when really it's them that's triggered, because then my views go way up. So, honestly, I'm here for it because it just means that I get boosted in the algorithm. And then I meet a bunch of new people who actually want to watch my content and stuff like that. And it's nice. If you're new in my chat and you popped in because you felt like you could kind of vibe with it, I'm really glad you're here. And I'm sorry that we have so many people in this world that don't appreciate you for you. Just be normal. What does that even mean? I know. If everybody is normal, then nobody is. I don't know how that makes any sense. Yep. All right. Whatever, you guys. I didn't know this at the time, but a good couple of years ago, I met my mates, and I just thought beforehand they are all straight. Actually getting to know them, most of them aren't, but everyone thinks, yeah. Did I just read that wrong? I don't know, man. Okay, so let's check out our poll. Looks like we have 40% of the people in my chat say to stop being gay, and 60% want me to be gayer. So if we go by just the poll alone, then it looks like I have to be gayer. So I guess I'm gonna be gayer. Let's be gayer. Yeah? Gayer? I think we're gayer now. What do you think? Am I drinking dirty engine oil? I am, yeah, I am. All right. Okay. Why are people saying you're gay? Is there something you're not telling me? I'm gay. I'm sorry, man. I'm gay. The gayer the better. You guys know that Millie Bobby Brown video where she's like eating carrots and she's like, the crunchier the better. And she looks like Wallace and Gromit. That's how I read that. The gayer the better. That's how I read that, Max. I love that. All right, I'm going to I'm gonna end the live here. I'm gonna end the live. Bye, Annie. Now please say it back. Bye, Carynne. You need another crystal. LOL. I need another crystal? Like this? This isn't a crystal. This is just a rock I found when I was a kid. The jacket is a little gayer. All right, Jonathan. Jonathan, I appreciate that comment. I really do. I tried really hard with the whole Discord situation and everything, and I feel like there are definitely things that I probably could have done better, but, you know, when you're put into a situation where you have to make a decision right then and there, you're not going to necessarily make the exact right decision, you know? And also, hindsight's always 20/20, so I think there are definitely some things that I've said online that are probably out of pocket, but, you know, you gotta grow from that shit. You gotta do better. Annie, how are we going to live? I don't know, man. I think Edie McGee might end up going live, hopefully, right? Everyone wants Edie McGee to go live next, right? I think Edie McGee is going live next. Yes. Okay, Edie McGee is going live next. Yes. All right. Oh, you guys want a baby cakes? Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys later. I gotta pee, though? What do you mean? No time to pee. Just do it. Just go. All right, baby cakes. I'll see you later. Take care of yourselves. Be good. I'll see you guys later. I'm not going to be on live tomorrow, but I'm hoping to be on live maybe on Sunday or Monday. Probably Monday, because I'm going to see my girlfriend on Sunday, and I'm going to be filming some videos on Sunday. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.